When it comes to our sport, especially when it comes to obedience, we need a dog who is capable to move his entire body very, very good, because as more body awareness the dog has, as faster he can do exercises such as sit down, stand, flips, about turns, finals, and so on. So that means for us, we have to teach our dog motor skills. And one of the motor skills we are going to teach your dog now is the twist. A twist is nothing but the dog is twisting either to the left or to the right. And many years ago, people called me out and they say, hey, Toby, these are all circus tricks. Nobody needs that shit. And I'm like, that's not 100% true. Since I'm a very lazy person, I only do train things which are relevant to my training. And the reason why I love to train the twist is the following. Have a look at my iPad. Let's say this is you as a handler, right? And the dog is right in front of you. And when you do the finish flip, the dog has to comes into that position. So what he has to do is pretty much that he has to make a 50% twist. So what I am teaching my dogs is I teach him 100% twisting to the left and to the right. And as you can see, when he's capable to do a twist right in front of me, he is very good prepared for the finish flip and also for the bow turn when I do the flip version. And I'm also preparing him for my left turns, because here the dog needs some kind of rear end awareness, and everything what goes either to the left or to the right, where the head goes, the body has to follow. And this is what you're going to teach him with this twist. And how we are going to do this, we're going to show you now in the next videos.
So, we are going to train the spin.
The very first step
motoric.
in the spin is to have some kibble of food in your hand. You go down to the height from the dog's nose and you lure him into a spin in front of you. And once the dog has completed the spin, you reward. Some dogs, they actually don't spin as well as Ivan here is doing. What you want to do then, you want to reward for half of a spin, a few times, that the dog believes in it and follows your hand. And once this is working, you probably can complete the whole spin. And you can already now start pointing your finger. So if you want the dog to spin to the right, you point with the right finger on your dog. He looks at it. Then you go down to the dog's nose and you lure him around.
Oh,
and the same thing you do with the left spin, of course. You first show the finger.
Terrible age. Good. Ivan.
First we need focus. There it is. And the finger, and then I lured him. Focus is the key for success. I already did the proactivity before I taped this particular video here, so it's not like I just took him from his kennel and started to train him. I made sure that I had a dog who was showing me a good focus and concentration before I started the spin work. And now when his focus comes back, I reward him. So I don't want him to think that every single time he looks at me, he have to do something. Sometimes I actually reward him just simply by looking at me.
Yeah, good. Super. Yeah, guys, that was it for our little spin session. We will keep on practicing and we see you in the next video. Bye. Klasse. We are working on the twist. Motoric.
So what I'm doing in this video is pretty much the same as the previous video. I point and I lure him around. But as you can see, the learning goes really quick here. I do not have to lure him anymore like I did in the first step. I actually can keep my hand a little bit higher above his head and kind of just make a circle movement, and he knows he has to follow it, and then he will get his reward. So we are already at step number 2 here, I would say. And the main goal is, of course, that he starts listening to my verbal cue, and also that he looks at my finger in what direction it's pointing, because that is the direction he needs to go.
Yeah, good. You need patience, Ivan.
So dogs always have one good side and they always have one bad side, just like us humans. So this you can definitely count on. Once you start teaching your dog the spin here, he or she will show you that one side is easy and the other side is more difficult. Sometimes I also do the same direction a few times in a row. I do that sometimes when I feel that he is having some difficulties and I want to try to improve that exercise. And that was the reason why I actually did 4 times in a row a spin to the left. And now I went back to a spin to the right. I always wait for his eye contact before I ask him to do anything. So if he's sniffing around or if he is not looking at me, then I don't give him the command. I just wait until he is focused on me, because then he is ready to do the exercise.
I am going to work on my spin to the right and to the left. If he can let go of my jacket here. Ivan! Hey, jawohl!
This video is pretty much the same as the previous one. We did not come so far yet. Maybe there is a tiny step that I actually came a little bit forward, but I wouldn't say so. What I can say, I see that he is starting to react to me pointing the finger towards him. I see that he is kind of twitching with his eyes like, that has some kind of meaning. So something is definitely about to happen, that is for sure. But I'm pretty much doing the same as I did in the previous video. I point, I lure, and I reward. And that is what I'm doing the whole time. He is more focused, I think. He's quite focused in this training session. He's very concentrated. He is very eager, motivated to get his food. So I point and he makes the spin. What he's doing right now, he's jumping a little bit high as well in the spin, and that is not the purpose for this exercise. The purpose for this exercise is that the dog has a body awareness. You want the dog to realize that he or she has 4 feet or feet, and that the dog is supposed to use them as they are spinning. And if they would jump up in the air every single time they are spinning, they're actually only using the back legs and not the front legs. And that is not the purpose with this exercise. So this is something that I am definitely putting a little bit more focus on as well, to make sure that he stays on the ground as he is doing the spin.
Klasse, Ivan. Klasse.
And there you could clearly see that I pointed and he jumped, so he was expecting something to happen. The coin just didn't really drop. He doesn't know exactly what he's supposed to do. He starts to react on the non-verbal, which is me pointing with the finger, but he's not there yet. But this is really only a matter of time. This is a matter of repetitions, and this will come any second, I'm sure of it.
Klasse, mein Junge. Oh, you need some repetitions, huh? Komm. Super. Klasse. Gut. Good, my Junge. This is a little bit tricky for my little Ivan here, but we will keep on practicing in our twist. I just give the hand signal. When I want him to spin to the right, I use my right finger. When I want him to spin to the left, I use my left finger. And that is how I try to make the difference between a left spin and a right spin. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye! We are going to make twist. Twist to the right, twist to the left. Come.
So you can definitely see in this video here that the dog is definitely getting a better self-confidence. This means that the dog starts to be comfortable with the exercise. He starts to understand what it is that I want from him. Still, he needs quite a big help in order to perform the spin in itself, but I think he is doing a quite good job. And he definitely looks at my finger as I point it towards him, and then you can see the little brain is like, I think we're going to do the spin, and then I lure him. Yeah, and you can see he's quicker in the turns, he stays more on all 4 feet on the ground. Normally not there, then he jumped again. But I think the technique in itself is definitely improving, it is definitely getting better. And I guess you can see now how important this exercise is. Imagine you are going to do your final and you decided to do a final flip, meaning the dog is just supposed to kind of park his butt next to you from the in front of position. So he kind of have to, just swing his butt in next to you. In order for the dog to do that correctly, then you may have to make sure that the dog have great motor skills, that the dog has a good body awareness, that he knows exactly how to move into that position as quick as possible. Because in our sport, you know that the quicker, the better. So the more confident the dogs look, the quicker they are performing the exercise, the more precise the exercise is, the higher scores you will get. So it is actually a very, very important exercise to teach your sport dog, the spin.
Yeah, good. Ja, super. Klasse, Ivan. Ja, klasse, mein Junge. Klasse. Gut, es reicht. Oh, bist du müde? Klasse, Ivan. Klasse, klasse, klasse. Ja, checkpoint. I am going to do the twists with Ivan. Twist. Yeah. Good. Twist. I don't need him to jump in the air. That's why I go low. Twist. Ja. Sehr gut. Twist. Okay. Klasse. Twist. Ja. Klasse, mein Junge. Gut, mein Junge. Twist. Ja. Good.
Yeah, as I mentioned there before, I don't need him to jump in the air as he's doing the twist. So that is actually the reason to why I am still keeping my hand pretty close to his head, because I want to avoid this. I want him to understand that he should stay with all feet on the ground and use them all. Like there, he can do it. It is just a matter of practicing.
Twist.
Super, this was really, really good. So he's definitely getting it. Now I'm going to do right again, and you can also see now after a few repetitions I can actually keep my hand higher above his head. I don't need to go too close to him now, and he still stays on the ground with all his feet. So that is great progression there. And he has one good side, he has one bad side. I'm not sure if it is from the dog that it's one good side and one bad side, or if it is just me always starting with one particular side, because me as a human, I definitely have my favorite side, and that would be my right side. I love to work with my right hand. I like to do most of the exercises with the help from my right hand and not so much the left hand. Yeah, as you can see, the little guy, he's definitely figuring it out. So all about repetitions. And if I would notice that he starts to jump up in the air again, I would definitely place my hand closer to him again in order to make sure that he stays with all feet on the ground.
Twist. Ja, gut, mein Junge. that's enough of twisting today. I can clearly see that something is happening. He is starting to react. When I point with the finger, he starts to move. I can see some kind of connection up there in his brain. So it's really, really funny to see from close up. We keep on practicing and we will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Good morning in the morning. So I'm going to train my little Ivan here. Today's focus will be proactivity, always to start with. And I'm going to work on the twist. Jawohl. Oi. Jawohl. When I work on my twist, I will take the clicker away because I need both hands. And then I will work with my marker word instead. So I have focus. Twist. Ja. Guter Hund. Twist. Ja. Sehr gut. Twist. Ja. Super. I'll go the other hand. Twist. Ja. Klasse, Ivan. Twist. Ja. Gut. Schön. Twist. Ja. Klasse. Twist. Ja. Gut. Twist. Ja. Super. Twist. Ja. Gut, mein Mann. Komm. Twist. Ja. Gut. Twist. Ja. Klasse, Ivan. Klasse. Twist. Ja. Schön. Das ist klasse. First time with no food in my hands. Twist. Ja. Klasse. Twist. Ja. Good. Twist. Ja. Klasse. Twist. Ja. Good. I think that's it for our twisting. He did really, really good. First time today when I didn't have food in my hands and he just had to follow my hand signal. So that was awesome. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Klasse. Practice my twist. Bist du bereit? Twist. Ja. Super. Twist. Twist. Ja. Good.
So in this video, this is the first time I ever try out to make more than one spin at a time. So I actually tried to make him spin 2 times before I reward him. He's a little bit shocked, a little bit surprised, because imagine how many repetitions I've been doing so far, and he's always been rewarded for 1 time. And now suddenly I ask him for more, and that is the reason too he's a little bit like, huh? What's wrong with you? Normally you give me my food after 1. So that's where he is struggling a little bit. But that is how you can kind of build up the exercise. From time to time you ask him to do 1 spin, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 5, sometimes 1 again, and so on.
Yeah, good.
Twist! What is the goal from the exercise? Very simple. When you point him and ask him to do a twist to the right, he's supposed to do it to the right. And when you point him to do this to the left, he's supposed to do this to the left. I think what is important is that this, or to finish this exercise, this requires repetition, and repetition requires time. So you can go ahead and move on to the next milestone. Even this exercise is not perfect. The whole idea from this milestones is to give you an idea what to train in which specific order, and always keep in mind that we never ever complete an entire learning process on a certain step. This is an ongoing process. So if your dog is capable, when you point your finger, your right hand and your right finger, and you point to the right and he's following the finger and he's doing the twist, and the same he's doing with the left, then you're good to go to move on to the next milestone. Just keep in mind that you have to practicing this exercise over and over again. So this exercise should be a part of each and every training plan for the next days or next weeks. I usually do this in the second part of my training. You remember, I always start with pro activities, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks for focus and concentration. Then I move on in my training and I do motor skills / warm up, and the twists to the left and to the right is a great way to warm up your dog and to teach him motor skills. This was it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in one of our next videos.